Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Last time I finished the last non-event quests in low rank, other than the advanced quests. Or non-event, non-advanced quests. So today, I want to start, because yeah, I have advanced ones here. But those are not very interesting yet. Today I want to start clearing up the 6-star high rank. Some of those I might skip for today, but I'll do a few of them. Like, I'll definitely do this because it's a quest. And then I'll do a alternating system. Get through all of these, but this is a good starting point. 2 brutish. Yeah, this one should give me maybe a new ingredient. That would be nice. It would be high rank and it might actually be... Oh, the muscle memory dies every time I get a new ingredient to work with. Let's first make sure that I have my... Yes, high rank gear. This was the area, right? M Peaks. Yes. Because yes, this set will hopefully be enough for high rank until master rank, not master rank, hunter rank 5 in the hub. At which point I might be able to actually... Actually, this is... I think I want to go this way. I was disoriented for a second. I think until I can do just for default basic armor, basic weapon, I think the Dread King Rathalos set seems like a good choice to aim for because it's basically just better Rathalos. It gives attack up. It gives high grade earplugs. It seems convenient. It might be for end of high rank and the advanced quest, it might be better to aim for expert instead of focusing on attack. Oh yeah, that's bad. Oop. So it might be better to not go for the Rathalos armor. I don't actually know a lot about the armor sets. It seems like it's just sort of all around the easiest choice. What? I must have pushed the wrong direction or whatever. Because it provides weakness exploit, which is 50% affinity when you hit the correct spots. Which is better if you're only hitting weak spots. It's better than max level of critical eye. Of course, you're not always only hitting those spots, but... Oh, okay, that worked. So it just seems like, at least for a progression-based armor set, instead of piecing together an optimal armor set that will be irrelevant... Oh, that was quick. I guess this is a village quest, huh? Instead of piecing together an optimal armor set that will be irrelevant once they reach G rank, I think it's a better choice to... And I also think the Dread King Rathalos set probably scales into G rank without having to make a totally new set, because I'm pretty sure that's how it works. You just keep upgrading it and eventually it gets to the same sort of level. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's interesting. Because once I get to G rank, that's where I think it's okay, time to start learning about the different armor sets, looking at all the options instead of just attack up. Because that's when the attack up will start to be less valuable. Because 20 attack with 400 base raw is only a 5%. And 5% is less than 20%. Or 20% affinity is equal to that approximately, I believe. Without crit boost. I don't know if crit boost exists in this game. If it does, then the math is different. But if the math, actually there's no way there's going to be a Arzuros here. Because there's no way there's ever a large monster in this area. It's not a... It's a feline zone. But I need to actually check for all that. Yeah. Like, once you get to like 400, which I don't think you actually reach. I think you only really reach high 300s with G rank weapons that are upgraded to max. It's like 20 attack is still pretty valuable, unless I'm doing it wrong. It could be that the attack value, I don't know. I think that this game doesn't use the weird, like the inflated values. Like World and I think Rise adjust the displayed value of the attack of weapons based off of, I guess, the movement value. I'm also lost. I don't know where this Arzuros is. I feel like I've checked everywhere it could be. Which means that it probably moved in the worst pattern possible to avoid me. Like, there's inflated values there. I don't know if that's the case in this game. I know when, like, Rise went... I think it went back too, so I think it was the case before, but... Like, dual blades of the same... A dual blade, a greatsword would have the same value. They wouldn't hit as hard per hit, but it has the same attack value. It's probably going to be where I killed the other one. It took longer to find... It's going to take longer to find the second bear than it did to kill the first one. It's pretty goofy. Well, that's that. Ah, it's just hunting now. I've been enjoying... It's totally unrelated to Monster Hunter now, but I've been enjoying playing Factorio. It's a really fun game. The DLC expansion is great. I haven't even gotten to the, like, super crazy actually exploring other planets component of the game yet. The elevated rails are great. I think 2.0 changed research speeds. It's not just the space age stuff that changed research, but there's so much about Factorio that's really a lot of fun. Like, genuinely, I think the best thing about it is trains. I'm not good with them. There's signaling and stuff that I don't understand properly, I think, but it's really an effective system within a game of that style. Like, setting up automated trains to run around an entire area, collect your mined materials, all that. It's so fun. I probably, like, I'm thinking about, like, what I have set up. It's totally unrelated to Monster Hunter. It's just fun. It's fun to consider scale. Having more trains moving is more fun, but it's probably less efficient. Having trains pull more. It's a certain, like, considerations you don't have in action games. Like, it's sort of a weird sort of economy management within this fully controlled system. Well, practically fully controlled system. I don't know why I want to talk about Factorio. I think those types of games, 7.5 minutes, but like 3 or 4 of that was locating the second Arzuros. Oh yeah, quest? Oh. Okay. Actually, I should have remembered. Like, those controlled management systems, I think, work really well as a... Like, stuff in that can happen unexpectedly. Because there's aliens that serve as an anti-pollution mechanic. Which it means that you can't just play... Well, no, you can. You can easily... You can get to the point where you don't need to worry about them at all. Oh, that's pretty good. It's worth health, but that's pretty good food. But there's sort of... yeah. What does it give me? Sorry, before I get to anything. Rider would not be bad. Insomniac is nice. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best choice necessarily. I'm gonna have 10 less HP, which is fairly sizable. But I'm gonna have more defense. Wait, can I do the quests from here, or do I have to do them from the Soratorium? Okay, I can do them from here. Oh, actually, if I ate that, I'm not going to do any of those, because I want to fight something that has to be mounted. I'll do a hunt, because I hate captures. This should be in the ruined... Oh, it's the Jurassic Frontier. But like, Factorio is outside of the alien attacks, which you can control for mostly. It's fully under your own control. Stuff can be unexpected, but if it is, it's your own fault for not planning ahead, which is what happens a lot for me. But like, everything is predictable. Unlike, there's some games that I do enjoy. It might jump off into space. I don't trust Kongolala. Yeah, I pressed the button, but it didn't listen. I don't trust Kongolala to not do this space jump that Rajang can do. But like this game's Timberborn is an example where it is, you highly manage. It's the only example I can think of, but there's probably, well, there's a, there are other big ones that are relatively old looking now. I'm gonna commit. Good, it hit. Oh, I can't remember. It's like Departed? Departed feels incorrect. Mostly because that's the name of a movie. But I think that's The Departed. Yep, saw that coming. But those ones where you don't fully 100% have absolute control over what is occurring because it has the intermediary of like people, which is part of what is part of those games. Like it's like intentional design. It's not bad. It's just a different type of game. But having that absolute control over the systems appeals to me a great deal more. It's much more relaxing that way because there's no way for like for someone to behave in a way that's predictable probably, but why just don't raise the sword as high up? Like everything's predictable. That I don't think should have hit me. Maybe I'm wrong. I got the tail, good. That should have probably ground tremored me. If it's ground tremors at all, it should have hit me. But it makes for relaxing games to play. When you don't have to worry about your beavers suddenly having broken teeth. Or population controls through managing housing. Which the population control systems in those types of games are fairly predictable most of the time. Like they're not impossible to manage, because otherwise it would be a troubling thing for a game to be unable to manage. Well, for a management game, it'd be troubling to be unable to manage it. It's an interesting genre to me. And I've tried Satisfactory. The start of that game is just really bad in my opinion. Like it just doesn't have the same flow as Factorio. Or even another, see, that has ground tremors. That should have hit me that other time. But like, even, like Satisfactory's early flow feels worse than like modded Minecraft. Like that has, it's sort of, oh that's a huge ground tremor, wow. How did it, I guess I was still in like, oh that counts as ground tremor too? Him falling on his back because he collapsed sideways? Wow. Shoot, space jump? I'm glad that I assumed that he'd be able to space jump. I'm committed to not reload, to not healing myself. I'll let my cats heal me. But I'm just thinking about Factorio because I wasn't able to finish playing properly yesterday. Because it... Oh, lovely. I hate that that happens. It's so frustrating. But yeah, I wasn't able to finish because my internet died. It was a shame. But it's been on my mind. Because I wonder... There's a lot of those types of games that I've seen. There's like a Dyson Sphere program, which I think is kind of different in design. Dyson Sphere program, Satisfactory, Factorio. There's definitely more that are in that controlled automation genre. And it's not really necessarily specified controlled, it's just there's a difference between managing people and managing like machines. I wonder if they're categorized, if there's a specific category: base building, automation, resource management, multiplayer? I guess you can play Factorio with other people. Huh. Never really considered that. If it just... I've never played it with people. Interesting. City builder. I don't think that's the right tag to put on Factorio, because it's really not a city builder. Like if you were searching through Steam looking for a city builder and you were suggested Factorio, you might enjoy it. But I don't think that's what you're looking for most of the time. If I go to... is it Departed? It's not Departed, it's a different game. Okay. Oh, what is it called? It's really bugging me now. I'm gonna need to figure this out. Okay, when I'm doing a... Five Cephalos is pretty easy because it's not a hub quest. A hub quest would be 15 Cephalos. Eating the correct food doesn't really matter here. I ate that, I ate that. I don't really need more space because I didn't even use items. Oh wait, dunes. Bye, get the... I don't need it anyway. Okay, if I go with... Start from Timberborn. Burn in the heat for a second. Go to Colony Sims. I guess that's the difference. Colony Sim. Like... I'm pretty sure... people don't view Factorio as a colony sim. So I think that's actually the proper difference. I mean, you are building kind of a colony on space, but there's no other people, so it's not a colony at that point. I don't know why I'm harvesting this. I just feel compelled. Oh, I'm looking up at that. Okay, it is dead. Good. That's 3 out of 5. I'll do harvest one more. I guess Spore does count as a colony sim. Actually, Oxygen Not Included is probably a good example of a game or sort of automation-y, but you really have to deal with the quirks of the people. Dwarf Fortress as well, but that's a little bit more complicated. Frostpunk, very different. No cephadromes here. Cephaloses. I'm just very sidetracked by... That's the cephadrome. Cephalos. I keep saying drome because cephadrome sounds a lot better than cephalos. I'm gonna have to figure out more... Like, there's probably raw weapons that I should be trying to make other than this. I'm waiting till that guy gets here. So, carving this will be good bait. So hopefully it will... I was hoping it would hop out to attack me instead of shooting water. Good. Oh, village quests. How I missed you. How I missed village quests with their reasonable kill limits on small monsters. Obviously 5 small monsters when you can have 4 people playing doesn't really work. I understand why? Banished. That's the name. Yes. Okay, but yeah, city building is the big... City building, colony sim, that's the big distinction, I think. It's a very important... Or a very clear distinction. Okay, yeah. So I don't think Factorio is placed under the grouping of that. It's just a lower user-defined tag that's just not really accurate. And since it's so low on the list, it doesn't pop up for that when you search, which is good. At least it doesn't pop up under the default searching list. So, not the best. It's a weird topic to be searching as I'm playing Monster Hunter, but what the... Sorry. Factorio's playing its default video, and it really looks messy. Which is intentionally doing it to show off mechanics within the game. It makes sense. I'll do another Genprey and then Bara. I might be able to finish this entire level because it's not hub quests. Because hub quests are the ones that take a long time. It's funny that Factorio's release date, like official Steam release date, I guess, was 2020, when it's been around for so long. It's interesting. Some of these starts are very weird. Like, they shouldn't random start you in, like, super restricted caves like that. Because why would that be where you start? Starting outside of a cave, sure. Starting in a random cave? I don't think it makes sense. What the... Okay. These lines on the map indicating the zones are really not very good. They're positioned kind of poorly. They make it a lot harder to locate where you're trying to go than it should be. I didn't bring cool drinks. I probably should have, but I should have known, actually. Gendromes are pretty exclusively in desert areas. So obviously I would have needed a cool drink. Too late now, though. Just give me a hot air balloon to wave to, please. Nope, no hot air balloon, just a very bright sun that blasts your retinas. It's way brighter than it has any need to be. Also, there's lines in the sky and a very clear, like, circle because the brightness is not right between the different layers, I guess. It's pretty funny. I have actually explored most of this. I don't think I went to zone 1. But I have gone to most of these zones already. And I still haven't seen the Gendrome. I don't think I didn't go to 3 or 1. So I'll have to go from 3 and try to go around to 1 because it has probably moved if it was in 1 earlier. There's a good chance it moved from 1 to 5 after I left 5. That just looks like a Genprey. It's so small. Or did I confuse myself? I'm dumb. I'm like, oh, Genprey. I confused myself. I was like looking for him. Oh wait, no, I'm just here to kill Genprey. I could still kill it. It wouldn't even take that long. And I probably should after wasting that much time. But I forgot that I was just here for these. I don't know why I forgot. Sometimes I can figure out why I forgot something, but this time I really can't. Weird, it bounced off me. I didn't hit it, it didn't hit me. How odd. Very goofy, forgetting what I'm here for. I'm not gonna harvest much Genprey material. Oh, they just don't do any damage. The one that hit me probably... The one that seemed like it hit me and then bounced off probably did hit me. It just did effectively 0 damage. Oh. They shall be dead here. Will there be any in Zone 5 now, or do they actually track the Genprey? I think they do. Which is a little annoying, because it'd be better if there were more for me to kill, but it's more interesting this way. Yeah, these guys are here. If only hadn't been, I don't know, ridiculously forgetful. I wonder... what potential, like, nothing monsters wilds could add. Whenever I try to focus on Monster Hunter, it always in my mind becomes about wilds. Like, Gendrome. They're not bringing Gendrome back, probably. Like, is Chatacabra the equivalent of Aknosom as like a new, pretty weak early game monster? I'm surprised there's a Gendrome here. There's a chance there might be Genprey as well then. That it called here, yep. Like, Aknosom was, I believe, a new, weakling monster, but not like ultra weakling. And I think Chatacabra feels weaker than Aknosom. But that could just be a factor of the default gear from the beta was weaker or was stronger relative to the Chatacabra that was fought. So like on a low rank hunt with low rank gear, it might be stronger. But it is like, it was very slow as a monster, whereas Aknosom had a lot of jumping around that was a lot quicker, making it, I think, more dangerous. I wonder if the not Chupacabra, oh, why am I... Chupacabra is very much the wrong... Because Chatacabra, Cabra, Chupacabra, but the... Oh, it's like a Cockatrice. The Cockatrice monster, which is something a Triss. I wonder if that will be like an early game... Aknosom's maybe not the best, like Aknosom, Great Jagras. Actually, Chatacabra and Great Jagras are probably similar positions in the roster. So Aknosom's different. What would be... Yeah, actually, I kind of wonder if the, Cockatrice monster, can't remember the name, will take the position of, like, Anjanath. Sort of the early, oh, these monsters can get dangerous, sort of monster. Like, you see it early, you don't really want to fight it early, you end up fighting it later. It's not a huge issue later, most of the time. Like, this game's Glavenus. You see Glavenus in a mushroom quest, you fight the Glavenus later. Yeah, Barry and Baroth are all that are left, other than the Prowler. Capture. I need to remember. Capture. This is an intentional choice, because I think I'll have a better estimate of the monster's HP relative to number of mounts. If I'm not using something that helps with mounting. Oh, no free traps. I have the traps and everything, which is good, but no free traps is kind of a shame. I understand it's high rank and all that, but it's kind of cool to look at, actually. But I kind of am interested in how the story is going to unfold with Wild. It's not the story. I don't really care about the characters. They're not very appealing to me so far. But the story of the monsters, like this monster, that monster, like, oh, Magnamalo's the enemy. But wait, it's not actually Magnamalo. The real enemy is... I was going to say Steve as a joke, but Steve is used to refer to Seregios, so I can't really say Steve. But the real enemy is Ibushi and Narwa. Or wait, no, the real enemy is Ibushi. No, the real enemy is Narwa. No, the real enemy is All-Mother Narwa. Like that sort of progression in the monster that is the main enemy story. Like, I wonder if the White Wraith is gonna be, oh, this is the enemy. Oh wait, there's a bigger enemy. Or if it's actually going to stay the main enemy the whole time. Because I think it staying the main enemy would be a twist. Just like, what? The joke would be that an M. Night Shyamalan movie without a twist. The twist would be that there is no twist. Though, I think maybe he's made plenty of movies without twists, just... it's not as known because it's easy to meme. Oh, he makes movies that they all have a twist, which is also fairly true. Like, there's a basic nugget of truth in that. Of course, you can't include, like, Avatar: The Last Airbender, because that's... the twist there is that it was just bad. There's no other potential twist. I didn't watch it because it was bad. It could be funny to watch, maybe. Oh, I got electrocuted through the Barroth. That's kind of annoying. I feel like there's a very real chance that it's approaching capture range. Because I don't know... it shouldn't be, because... it's fairly... it's a single monster, it won't die as quickly as the Arzarosas, but... it really could die any second is what it feels like. I hate that turn before the charge. It bugs me every time. Yeah, I'll just sit here. Let it get hit. Full damage hit on a clear glancing blow. Here's where I really think I really need to start being careful. Yeah, that turns so much. He shouldn't be able to spin that much trying to charge at full speed. Shoot. I don't want to hit him now. He might have been limping there. I really don't know. I didn't have enough time to judge, and I really don't want to fight him again. So I kind of just have to sit here waiting. I mean, I think this is breakable. So standing on it's not totally safe. But I think it breaking out under me is funnier. Because I'm going to wait till he transitions to another zone. Because I really do think there's a good chance that it was about to limp and then I knocked it over and that cancelled it. I'm just go for weak axe attacks. Because if I kill him with the axe now, I'm going to stop. And that will be it for the week. And I will quit early because that is frustrating. That is such a bad attack. That hit slightly wider than it really should have. And it turns way more than it should. It bugs me. I really prefer... Like, Ryze's Barroth doesn't have any issues even close to that. Like, the mud is a little annoying. Yeah, I just get hit. Oh, okay, good enough. Okay, it's not limping. Good. I mean, it's probably close to limping and I'll hit it 5 times and then it will be limping, but I'll kill it before I can capture it. But it's the only way I can approach these. If I don't know its HP, or how many times I can mount it before it's capturable, because knowing that would be useful. But if I don't know its actual, like, approximate health before it dies, I just have to stop attacking when I'm worried that it might die. And did I stop too early this time? Yep. Is there a chance that it was 2 hits from capture range and now I've doomed myself? Yep. I would honestly say very likely, even. Excuse me, sorry. Like, even because of that, I'm gonna do some axe-based attacks instead of sword. And there it is. The Oh, wait, it's gonna... No, what? It's gonna dig to zone... To the zone above? Yeah, interesting. Because if it was actually running, it wouldn't be able to get there. That's kind of fun. What are the... Do the... Oh, because I succeeded in the... subquest. Okay. I can choose to not waste my shock trap. Hopefully. Really don't like capture quests because they're prone to failure. That went fine though. I wonder what the mechanism on the shock trap is. It's spinning really quickly. Is that like a generator? But that wouldn't make sense because it'd be like using a battery to spin something to generate electricity instead of just having the battery produce electricity in a more direct manner. Maybe it's producing like an electric field, a magnetic field. I don't know. 8.5 minutes. Could have easily been 7.5, maybe even 7. Okay. Just a couple more. Very Dubious is the last. non-harvest tour. And Prowler. I probably do want to do these Prowler quests. And I mean, tall mushrooms are pretty easy to collect. Oh, 10 tropical berries isn't very fun though. I'm actually going to do the Prowler quest then. Because tropical berries are one of the worst to gather. They're not the worst. Mountain herbs are worse. Either way, I'm gathering it with a Prowler, so. I don't know why loading screens make me want to just not speak. Something about them feels like I should just match the tone. No, I should do this even if I don't want to. Even if I'd rather do the other one. It's a weird concept to be like, oh, I don't want to do this. For something that I don't need to do and then I still do it anyway, but it's mostly, you know, I want to do them all. But this particular one's just not that interesting. It's... I'm just gonna check. Time to cheat. Tropical berries in high rank desert 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. I'm not on the map. What is this area? What? Is it just some specific random entry point? What the heck was that? Because I wasn't on the map. Is it some random point that you can just start at? This is the area 5. Which means that I can gather berries here. Do the berries come from the cacti? I do not recall. Yeah, that was a really weird spawn location. Okay, yeah, I mean, if you can get herbs from cacti, you probably can get berries. Yep, there it is, 1. 2, that's pretty good. Oh, God, that's bright. It's just... You don't expect it to be unnecessarily bright in a game like this, because there's no reason. It just hurts the eyes. That background. Meant to be a mirage, but it's a still image that's just being moved via somewhat randomized stretching and contracting and stuff. It fulfills its purpose. But it's goofy looking, that's for sure. Okay, I don't know how the areas connect. This is zone 1. Supposedly, area 1 has no berries. I don't know which zone this is because it's invisible. But there is a cactus over here, which is promising. Cacti are interesting. There's just something about them that makes it weird that people can eat them. Like, cactus salad with those very flat bits of cactus. There's just something weird about it. I think it might be just shape and density. Like, it's just a very different type of plant when it comes to eating it compared to, it's actually probably not that weird compared to like watermelon in terms of like physical structure and other meaningless subjective judgments. I imagine it tastes pretty good. Well, it might not taste like anything, but I imagine it has a good texture. Maybe like cucumber. Actually, I've never seen it in person. I've seen pictures, seen, TV shows with it. I wouldn't be surprised, just looking at it, if the texture was sort of similar to cucumber. And that sort of makes it more understandable to me. Probably more watered, potentially, and depending on the type and the harvest and all that, but it's a very different food. Okay, that's it. I'll finish harvesting. I'm committed. Thank you. Cactus salad, cactus paddles, cactus paddles. I want to find maybe not a scientific talk about cactus paddles, but I don't want recipes. But it's all just online recipes. So looking at prickly pear cactus on Wikipedia instead. No, prickly pear might be the type that's used and eaten for the main body, because it looks like the correct section. Toxicity. Although the plants are edible, the pointed hairs should not be eaten, and similar species with milky sap are suspect. Yeah, people eat the prickly pear, nopal, I don't know the pronunciation, I have never learned Spanish. I assume it's kind of, adjacent to French, but okay. That's the last real quest for 6-star. Other real normal quest. I guess next time I'll finish this. If it gives me more quests, I'll do more Prowler quests. If it doesn't, then I'll start doing some of these. Oh, there's a lot of gathering quests. Which is kind of a shame, but it's also completely fine. Yeah, I'll do at least the Prowler quest, and if more show up, I'll do the rest. And I'll keep making progress on clearing the village. I kind of wonder how it's going to go overall. realistically, I think I need to push the hub more than I need to push the village. Because I need to unlock Dread King Rathian if I want the Dread King Rathian armor. I can only unlock that, I think, with high rank hub. And I think it's 5-star. Like a 5-star Rathian, Rathalos. Did I say Dread King Rathian instead of Dread King Rathalos? So doing the hub is probably the better choice. Wait, no, I just remembered. My plan was to finish the 7-star village and then go back for the 4-star hub. So yeah, I'll do this and then I'll go back for the hub quests. So that's actually what I'll do next time. I hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.